What's going on, guys? I got another OneXplayer video for you. So a lot of you wanted me to show off Devil May Cry 5 and how it runs. Now I didn't get very far, but I can show you guys the settings I use. In my opinion, what's the most, I guess, reasonable settings. You will want to turn on turbo mode for Devil May Cry, but I'm sure you can actually play it without it, but you'll have to turn down more settings. So to use my settings and have a solid 60 or higher, then I recommend turning turbo mode on. But I'll show you with it off and first, so you can get an idea of what it looks like. Alright, so let's skip this. Let me show you guys some settings I got here. Little options. So right now it's at 50 FPS. With the turbo mode off, with my settings, it'll oscillate around 50. With turbo mode on, with my settings, it stays at 60 or above. So let's go to PC options, and I just want to start you guys off with a certain amount of settings, and then you guys can, make your own decisions as far as turning what down and what up. So I have the regular resolution at 1600 by 900. You can also just use native resolution and turn down the resolution scaling, whatever floats your boat. I mean, I know that 1600 by 900 is like equivalent to the 720p of this screen. I mean, at least that's what I'm assuming. Because remember, the screen's resolution natively is like 2560, etc. So when I was doing, as you can see, I was doing other resolutions, and they weren't quite fitting in the screen. So when I got to 1600 by 900, I felt like that was like maybe closer to the 720p in comparison to the native resolution. But like I said, you can also just do resolution scaling, turn it down. I leave that at 100% so it looks still very clear. Variable frame rate, you can lock it at 60. I like to use variable frame rate to see where it can burst up into. And turn VSync off. Rendering mode I have on normal. Resolution scaling is 100% at this resolution. High settings, mesh texture quality, and texture filtering, FXAA and TAA. And then we got motion blur on variable, FX on medium, shadow quality on medium, shadow catch on. Ambient occlusion I left off. Like I said, you guys can make your own decisions when it comes to that. I'm just giving you guys a starting point. Bloom is on, lens flare is on, high volumetric light quality, and screen space reflections I have on variable. Subsurface scatterings on variable. Chromatic aberration is on, and RGB color, because it looks a little bit better to me. The other one looked kind of dull. So that's pretty much it, guys, and let's get to gameplay so I can show you guys what it looks like. I'm only made it to mission 2, so. But yeah, I mean, in turbo mode, you could play with these settings. And if you don't want to use turbo mode and you're trying to preserve the battery, then you could just turn down a few of the settings and you should get more or less the same performance. So, it takes a second to load. It does like one hiccup to load the entire area, and then you should be pretty much good to go from that point. As you can see, it's running at 60 and it jumps up to 70, 80. You know what I mean? But if you take turbo mode off in this area, you're gonna drop down to like 50. So 50, it'll burst up to about 60, but pretty much will stay. Sometimes dip down even to the upper. To the lower, the mid 40s. So put turbo mode on, and then you can get a pretty decent amount of FPS, because this game takes a lot of power draw. Even on my old laptop, when this game first came out, not my old laptop, but my latest laptop, when this game first came out, it wouldn't run on battery, and sometimes when I had it plugged in and I had it on max settings, even though the graphics card can handle it, it would turn the whole power off of my laptop. So it would turn the power off of the, not the laptop, off of the power the power adapter would just turn completely off. And I was like, what the hell? Then I realized that it was because it takes a lot of power to run this game. Power draw. All right, so we're getting some dips that are a little bit below my projected FPS around in this area for some reason. So it dips down sometimes to like 50, 55. But for the most part, this has been my better experience with this game. But like I said, you guys can turn some stuff down. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of, you know, what works for me, and give you guys a starting point so that you can work your way up or down however you please. So there's some weird hiccups here where it changes a little bit. And it drops FPS at random. Can't really explain that because, like I said, I didn't get very far in this game. But you don't have to have it on the settings I have it on. You don't have to have it turned up so much. You can turn some stuff down and you should be good to go. And I don't know quite what I'm doing because I haven't... This particular game I haven't gotten into. Okay. I think I played it once. And I'm a big Devil May Cry fan. I played this game once, so... But I stopped playing Devil May Cry after 3. I played some of 4 and 4 Special Edition and wasn't crazy about it. I guess because I didn't like Nero as much as Dante, and that kind of threw it off. But see, if you look here, we're getting like 50 FPS out of nowhere. So it does also dip down, just not consistently enough for it to be a problem. You could put VSync on and lock it at 60 FPS, and then you won't notice much of the dips. It'll still look pretty smooth. But all in all, you should have a pretty decent experience with this game. It's not going to be a problem running. So let's turn off turbo mode and let's turn some stuff down. Okay, as soon as you turn off turbo mode, it dips all the way down. So in case you guys want to, you know, maximize your battery, and you're not burning turbo mode, just keep it in a 20 watt TDP. This is where you can start turning some stuff down. I mean, like, I would probably leave texture quality alone and mesh quality alone. But maybe you can put FXAA on. Oh, it doesn't have it by itself? Well, maybe you could put TAA on and you could turn off motion blur. Turn some effects and shadows down. See, there's a whole lot of different options of things that you can mess around with in order to get better FPS. So, you know, it's not like you're handcuffed. So, and we don't want to really mess with the textures because we're already downscaling it. So, you know, unless it's going to be a huge improvement. Still oscillating to a lower amount. Let's mess around with some more settings and see what we can do here. I guess we should turn down some textures. I guess. I hate turning down textures, but I guess we turn it down to medium. Might make a difference. What else can we turn off? Bloom is unnecessary, I guess. Volumetric light quality. Well, you want to keep the light quality. Chromatic aberration is unnecessary. Okay. And maybe that's it. Let's see. 60. Nope, still dipping down to like 50. So I guess this game just needs a decent amount of power. Because you don't want to end up turning too many things down and then looking like shit. That wouldn't be very ideal. I know on the GX Pro you actually have to turn resolution scale down a little bit more, because that's taking a significant lot of the performance. So I don't want to do that, but I guess if you wanted to put it in 1280 by 720 or 1280 by 800, let's see which one fills the screen better. 720 fills the screen better. Yeah, lower the resolution to 1280 by 720 and you should be good to go. Still goes down to about 57 on the lowest, 60, but you'll get more or less the same performance doing it like this as we got when we were on turbo mode. So right now we're not on turbo mode. So if you want to save battery, start with putting the resolution on 1280 by 720 and then work your way from there. But you're still going to get hiccups during character loads, and 1280 by 720 looks a little bit stretched for some reason. It's because that's not the oh wow, Mega Man. Oh, I don't know why I haven't been playing this game. This game is pretty sick. Guess I'm gonna have to pick it up. I like how I just did that Mega Man blast, but now he lost his arm. Freaking Nero, I tell you. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you it does work, and I'm probably gonna look back at this video to put my settings back the way it was when we first started, because I prefer it to look a little bit more crisper, and I just turn turbo mode on. Also, guys, if you didn't see my last video, I did do some information about this battery pack here. Now, this battery pack, you can put your game system on turbo mode and run this baby for about 2.5 hours, regardless of what percentage battery you have, and it'll hold the charge for 2.5 hours. Okay, don't do it when your battery is fully charged, because you don't want to kill the internal battery of the OneXplayer and have it just pushing power while it's charged. It's like, you know, being plugged in all the time. But what you could do is use your battery until about 90%, and then I then plug this in and let it do its thing, and this will make it last about 2.5 hours on turbo mode while playing a game like this that's draining the power. So 2.5 hours plus the 2.5 hours that you're gonna get, if you get that on this device, will, you know, allow you to go through your travels a little bit longer just by having one cord coming out of your bag. So I recommend getting that. So when we get to turbo mode, it pretty much is going to stay about 130 FPS. It won't go as low as it was before, because we have the settings turned down and the resolution turned down. So anyway, so basically the point of the story is that you're not going to have an issue running Devil May Cry 5. It's going to be one of those games that will run pretty well, depending on what you're willing to sacrifice in terms of quality for performance. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and actually thanks for recommending this game, because I think I'm going to leave it on here because it's playing so well, and it's a game I didn't get a chance to really get into, and I always wanted to. Perfect for on the go. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again for watching.